Put it out there in the world.
Oh, I'm going to harass her.
It should be you.
I'm going to harass her.
Yes.
I will. I'll harass the heck out of her till we get both you guys on the show. Now, okay. Now I've got a test for you. Are you ready? Are you ready for a quick test?
I'm ready.
Because I was stalking your Facebook, and I came across this little post that you left. It's about Latinas, and the headline on it is "Latinas do it better."
Yes, we do.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you all of the things that are on the little post on the picture, and I just want you to tell me, if it's true or not, because I want to hear it from you.
Okay.
Okay, and
I'm ready.
I'm sure all the other listeners do as well. Now, number one on the list is Latinas have the sexiest accents. Now, I can answer that myself, I think, but I think that Latinas have very, very sexy accents. Now, why is that? You think? Why do you think that we're turned on by hearing your accents like that?
I don't know why we're turned on by my accent, but let me tell you, it never fails.
Do you use it to your advantage when you go out when you're like out on the town and you're talking to men?
It's an advantage that I have.
Are you ever?
It's one that I've been blessed with.
Now, this is off the list, but are you ever going to settle down? I mean, is it just incredibly hard for you to find the right guy that can keep up with you? Because I think that's the real problem. The guys just can't keep up with you.
No, they can't. They just. But that's a really good question that you just asked me. You got to shuck a lot of oysters to find a pearl, and I've been doing a lot of shucking in my young life. But I got to tell you, I think there's a pearl in the works. Finally.
Oh, so you think you've met somebody?
Yes. Oh. Well, I know I met him.
Oh, so okay. Can I ask any questions about him, or is that?
Of course, ask away.
All right, well, who is he?
He is this really hot Indiana guy.
Okay.
And here's the bad thing, Chris. I mean, I'll tell you anything. Okay. I was dating this guy in Nashville.
Uh-huh.
And he says, hey, my friend's on his way over here, and so you're going to get to meet him. And here comes walking in this guy that when I laid my eyes on him, I was like, holy crap, who is that man walking in? And it was my ex-boyfriend's buddy.
Oh.
And I looked at the guy that I was in, and I said, you know what? If I wasn't with you, I just need you to know I'd be with him.
You actually said that?
I said it.
Wow.
And then I dumped him and went running after this new one.
Holy cow. Just right there on the spot, or later on you dumped him?
It was kind of like one of those things. I didn't dump him on the spot. I did wait a couple days.
Well, what makes him the guy out of all these other guys that you've went through? And I didn't mean that in a bad way, but I mean out of all these other men.
I don't take that in a bad way.
Like what made him special? What made him the diamond?
The look of him, his mind, his humor. Like we laugh. He made me laugh so much. We had so much in common. We just talked, and he listened, and he's laid back and good looking. Yet, he's very successful. He's an entrepreneur. It's all these little things combined, especially the humor. We can just sit and play like two kids and talk and trust each other and.
Sure. And that's probably a big thing, I think, just for anybody, because I read this stuff all the time about just how humor, I think, is so important in a relationship. So that's the main thing that reeled you in, I guess.
Yeah, that and the serious side and the fun side. It's hard to have all those sides and be really good at all those sides. And he's that kind of guy where, he's a hard worker and has accomplished a lot, and he likes to travel, and he likes to hang out, and he likes music, and it's everything all combined and all wrapped into one.
I am extremely happy for you. Now, how long have you been seeing him?
About a week.
About a week.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I haven't been seeing him that long. No, several months now.
Oh wow, wow. So I mean,
And the bubble could burst, but I hope it doesn't.
well, I hope not either because he sounds like a good guy, and you deserve a good guy
I do deserve a good guy.
for sure. Now I'm assuming that he never sleeps because he's not going to be able to if he's going to keep up with you.
He does get some sleep when I make him pass out.
You let him sleep, I guess.
Yeah, but he keeps up with me. He does well. He does a good job.
Amy says that humor is the key, and a Latina accent doesn't hurt. And she's also labeled this the Cuga hints and tips.
Oh boy.
Okay, now the next thing I just want to. Okay, I'm comparing you to this list that's on your Facebook, just because I just want to make sure that you're not putting out false information. I guess. Okay, so real curves. You definitely have curves.
Oh
for
yeah.
Sure. Because like I said, I've been stalking you and I've seen some curves.
Some are even paid for.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, now the third one's a biggie. Now, how well? And I think I know the answer to this already because we talked about it before. But how well can you cook?
I can cook. I mean, I can cook like a freaking pro.
What's your specialty? Like, say you're going to invite me and Allie over for dinner sometime. What would you prepare? Like to
I would love to
impress
invite
us.
you guys over to dinner the next time that you're in Nashville.
So that was my hint.
For a famous Cuban pig roast, just like you
Ooh.
saw on the show.
Oh,
We'll make you that with the black beans and rice and the plantains and the drinks, the mojitos to go along with it.
that would be so much fun.
I would love to have you guys over.
You just let me know when you're having the next one, and I'll just be there.
Okay.
I'll be there for sure. I wouldn't mind coming to help a little bit just so I can learn some of that stuff.
I would be happy to teach you.
And see, I bet you would be a great teacher. Now, okay, the fourth one, are you a great dancer?
Incredible dancer.
Now, what kind of dancing are we talking? Are we talking high knee shaking or what?
I can do it all pretty much. I mean, I'm Latin.
Okay, number 5's a given. Wild Nights, that's a given. Okay, and number 6. Okay, and you're gonna have to. Okay, you don't have to call me Pappy. Pappy. It's Pappy.
Pappy,
isn't it? Okay,
yeah.
So have you called him Pappy yet? Your guy?
Yes, I have.
Does he like it?
He calls me mommy, and he's a gringo.
I bet he loves it.
He loves it.
I bet he's head over heels in love with you.
He better be.
And
He was not like the other side of me if he's not.
and number 7 is you make the perfect wives.
Well, I don't know. I'm not. That one I haven't been good at just yet, but.
Well, you
And
probably just weren't ready. You weren't ready before, but maybe you're ready now.
Yeah, I mean, that's such a big commitment,
See, a lot of times people just do things just because they think they're supposed to, or they just want to be normal in society, and then when you force yourself to do these things, you find out, well, I wasn't ready yet, or it's not, this particular situation isn't right for me, so maybe the time is now for you, and it just wasn't then. That's the only thing. That's the only reason.
Yeah, I totally agree with you with 100%, and I hope that the time is now for me, but I also know that sometimes I can be a player.
Now, if you do settle down, I mean, is a part of you going to miss being the player, or are you, when you settle down, that's it, you're done with all that, you're not going to miss it or anything?
No, I know myself well enough. I wouldn't sell out. I wouldn't sell myself out and marry someone that completely swept me off my feet, and I could be the type of wife that one is supposed to be.
Uh-huh.
Like, I've had a really good time in my life, and I've played a lot, and I could easily give it up for the right guy, and I think that maybe
Right.
I see myself giving it up for this guy.
Wow, so he must be just the greatest
Whether
guy
I
ever.
want to or not.
I'm going to have to meet this guy sometime eventually.
He's got a really cool bar on 2nd Avenue in Nashville.
Really? Okay, you'll have to let me know what that is, or you can tell me now.
I'm going to let you know what that is
Okay.
in a little secret, so we can go down there and party.
Sweet. Sweet.
Maybe when you're back in Nashville, you can do your interviews out of there. You're going to really like it.
Well, I would love to talk to him about that. I've always got stuff in the works, so maybe I can talk to him about
It's
something up there.
across the street from Hard Rock.
Okay. Yeah, I would love to talk to him about that. That would be so much fun.
And it's a cool bar with live music. It's called Big Shots.
Big Shots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have to stop by there and check it out.
Yes.
You've got me all excited.
I know. I can't wait to see
always
you.
Do that. You always
and
do that.
Allie, man, I just love Allie.
Well, she loves you too. Now, I know you're running out of time because you got to catch your next flight. Are you close? Are you close to the terminal?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Now, I do want to touch on your mom and your dad a little bit.
Oh, great.
Now, your dad, he was a doctor that he actually left Cuba to come to the United States.
Yes, he left Cuba. Well, he had to flee Cuba. Because, that's when Castro was taking over. And so he fled Cuba and came to the United States. And he was a thoracic and vascular surgeon. He was a very famous doctor. And when he was in Miami, he worked with the government and he would smuggle out he was the doctor on the boat treating the prisoners that they were smuggling out.
Wow. You could write a book on your family history.
I could write a book. Yep.
You need to get to work on that.
Write a book on my family secrets.
I would love to read that. Now, but he died at such a young age. He was 42 when he died. Now,
yes.
What did he get sick or what happened with that?
He got cancer.
Oh my goodness! And how old were you when he passed away?
Oh, I was just itty bitty. I was only 5 years old.
That's horrible.
Yeah. And we didn't see him a lot. He was a doctor. So we rarely saw him.
Sure. And then your mom, she was now she's from Virginia.
She's from East Tennessee.
From East Tennessee. Okay.
Yeah. She's a badass.
Now, she was an Air Force veteran, race car driver. I mean, she was a nurse.
Yes. And she's my neighbor.
Oh, okay. So now that's the reason you came back to Nashville, was to be close to your mom and all your sisters again.
Well, Betty had come to Nashville first, and then my ex-husband always says that I left him for Betty, and I basically, that's you're exactly right.
How close are you guys? You spend just all your time together when you can?
Well, we spend a lot of time together, but we also fight a lot, Chris. You know that.
Mm-hmm. Well, that makes it fun, I think.
It makes it a lot of fun. I mean, it's fine. It is what it is. But she's right around the corner, and I spend a lot of time with her boys. I spend a lot of time with Raul. We're all really close in different ways, and my big sisters are my neighbors. We have a blast. We see each other all the time.
Well, it's so great that you're at a point in your life where it sounds like you're in a place that you love. You love being in Nashville, and you're surrounded by your family, your friends, and you've got your guy now. So life's great, isn't it?
It's great. It couldn't be better.
Well, look, I know you have to go. I think you've got to catch your flight like in 20 minutes, and I don't want to keep you up until the last minute, for sure. But I know I've got to get you and Betty because you've got me curious as hell now.
I know, and I want to do it soon because before the news gets out other ways, I want you to know first.
Okay, just keep me in the loop, and we'll schedule a show no matter what. If I have to do it at 3 a.m, I will.
But why don't you listen? You guys got to ask Betty first. I'm in. You tell me. I don't care what I'm doing. I'll stop whatever it is that I'm doing to talk to you. Why don't you have Allie schedule it with Betty for next week, and then I'll just jump on it.
We'll do it. We'll make it happen. And you be safe. How far are you from getting back to Nashville?
I'm in Dallas. I'm looking for some trouble to get into.
Stay out of trouble.
Trouble's fun.
I would come and bail you out. I'd spend the night in prison with you if I had to. I would.
I'm glad I know that. I may call you one day.
Okay, that's fine. Well, hey, you take care of yourself, and I love you to death, and thank you so much.
I love you guys, too. I'm going to see you at my house for Cuban food, and I'm going to talk to you next week.
I'm super excited. I really am.
All right. Well, say bye to Allie for me.
I will. Thank you all so much for listening to the Chris Top program. I do not, nor will I ever take any of you for granted. I promise you that. So until I broadcast again, please remember this. Life is good, and I'm gone.
might be